Hey guys, today we are doing a Q&A because we recently hit 20,000 subscribers, which it blows my mind because it happened really fast. I think not even 3 weeks ago, I had maybe 3,500 subscribers, and it just snowballed really quickly. It also caught me at kind of a weird time where I was on this really intense work trip, and now next week I'm moving, so everything's just been happening all at once. But I'm super happy, and thank you so much to those of you who are new. Hello. And to those of you who have been here for I don't know how long, since like lo-fi days or whatever, thank you too. I really appreciate it. So I printed out your questions here, and I asked on Patreon whether I should do this soft-spoken or whispered, and more people said soft-spoken, so here you have it. Without further ado, so right here, it's kind of hard to read in here, but I will be okay. So Angelica, hi Angelica, asks, I think I remember she asked some pretty strange things last time too, which I appreciate. What is your favorite plant? I like chrysanthemums. What is your favorite conversation with a stranger? I guess conversation I've had with a stranger, I would say any conversation with a stranger where some kind of, not only is there a joke, but it gets built upon within the same conversation. I just find that fun when you don't know the person. And what's your favorite sport? I really like tennis, honestly, to play and to watch. What is your favorite artist or painter? I really like artist. Oh man, that's hard. Yayoi Kusama is a lot of fun. I would say her for now, yeah. But I also think performance art can be really interesting. Yeah. And what is your favorite talent of someone else? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but I would say, like, talent I don't have. I am not great at singing, so maybe that. Or drawing, maybe. I'm very impressed when people can draw accurately by hand, especially figure drawing. I can't understand how. Alright, so next is Richard. I'll just do first names. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? So I couldn't think of an answer when I was browsing, like just skimming these before I started, because I've been so busy lately, I haven't been remembering my dreams, but I do keep a dream journal, so I just opened it up and looked through for a dream from my dream journal that wasn't too personal. Normally my dreams aren't like video games, but that one was. And I'm not sure why either, because it's not like I was playing games at the time, so who knows. I think I must have written those notes too while I was half asleep, because they barely make sense. He also asks, what's a song you would choose to represent how you're currently feeling? maybe it's kind of not irreverent, but like self-focused to say. I would say Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. I'm about to move, and when I move, it's hard to pick the right music when you're packing and preparing and planning logistics and all of that, because it very quickly can become like super melancholic. But if there's no emotion to it at all, like EDM or something, I think it's also pretty jarring. So in situations like that, I put on Fleetwood Mac and it works. What's something you've tried getting into but just couldn't? I guess there's a trend now for ugly sneakers, and I'm sorry, but that's just not something I can do. Okay, Scratchbook Zap asks, if you had to have an animal perched atop your head, what animal would it be? And I have to. And I hope he's asking, he has a channel, I'll mention it when I talk about channels I watch. But he has a channel where he draws, and he drew this weird little guy with two birds on its head the other day. So I hope he's asking so he draws me with something on my head. In which case I would say I want like a cuddly little polar bear, like hugging the top of my head. That's what I want. Kind of like it's not a hat, and it's more active than a napping bear. Just like this cute, like snowball of a bear, like hugging my head. Yeah, I'll say that. Winter asks, which video from your channel did you like filming the most and why? I really liked the face measuring video I did with where I also put fabric over your eyes. I just like the way it came out, and it doesn't really work for me because I'm the one who made it. But I think if someone else had made that video exactly as it is, I would be obsessed with it. So I was pleased with how that came out. Also because I kind of added the fabric over your eyes on a whim. And so I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I liked it. And Armando asks, will you show your face one day? No, that few people ask this, like asking like how many subscribers or how many likes until I show my face, and I would just say don't bother. It's not even that I don't have a plan to, it's that it just won't happen. And I guess the follow-up question to that is why? First of all, for privacy, I am a pretty private person, and the idea of ever being recognized in public, I know at this point I wouldn't be because the channel is still so small, but you can't control how it grows, and once you show your face, you can't unshow it. So the idea of one day being recognized in public is absolutely horrifying to me. It also doesn't really vibe with my work. It's better if I don't for my work. And also I just think on a lighter note that it's much easier for me to film this way. I don't wear a lot of makeup. If you've been around, you know that. But like this, I just put on some lipstick and film, and I don't have to worry about if I look tired or I don't know. It's not about how I look. So I like to keep it that way. And and he asked will you make more videos in Spanish? I think some people got worried because there was a while there where I wasn't, but just last week I did, so hopefully they have stopped worrying. Yes, I will keep making videos in Spanish. This is Dan's question. Hi, Dan. I would be curious to know who you would invite to your dream dinner party of 4. I would also be curious what your favorite movie and album has been so far this year. So I'll answer that first. If it counts, because it's not from 2019, but it's been in the past few months, I loved The Favorite a lot, so I would say that. And the album I've been listening to the most this year has been Outer Peace by, I don't know if you say Toro y Moi or Toro y Moi, but that. And then for the dinner party, there's 2 different ways to go. Like, one party I would have would be for the conversation only, because I think they're people who maybe, I don't know if they like loosen up, you know, like, so maybe, yeah, I like Kusama, and like, I've never seen interviews with her or anything, or like Pina Bausch or something, but like, in terms of good conversation and a chill hang, I would do like David Bowie, I'm assuming it's alive and dead, David Bowie, Robin Williams, Alan Rickman, and Kate McKinnon, we'll say, yeah. I think that would be the best dinner party of my life, so. Okay, then S Colors and Caroline both ask, do you listen to other ASMR artists? If so, who? Yes, of course. So I'm going to start out by talking about my favorite small channels, just because I have a more direct connection with them, and they've all been around since the beginning, basically. Like, yeah, at least a year. So I just like them, and I watch their content and feel their voices are very familiar to me. So like Bread and Butter ASMR, she does a lot of show and tells and has a few customer service role plays and things like that I love. Viscaria ASMR, she just put out a like hilarious role play. She does a lot of science and medical type role plays, and then some show and tells. But she just did one that I haven't seen before, where it's like, you're my experiment and I'm very disappointed in you, and it was great. So she's amazing. And then Miu Red Tingles, she does a lot of it's like more sound based, so a lot of tapping like really fast, but with short nails normally, I think, and scratching. Like, if you like shirt scratching, she does it really fast, and it's good. It's amazing. It's just normally I don't like or don't seek out that kind of video, but I love her channel. And then Scratchbook just started his channel, but if you like drawing, just watching people draw, I think all of his videos are no talking. It's just him drawing like kind of goofy, not always goofy though, characters, and in pencil, or normally, typically in pencil. So they're great. My like all-time faves, sort of bigger channels, Lily Whispers is a go-to for me. I like how casual she keeps things, which is something that I'm trying to do here too. Then there's White Rabbit, who does a lot of really well done role plays. She just hit 100K subscribers, which I honestly don't understand how it took so long because she's fantastic. And Marno ASMR does really funny, playful, sort of sound compilation videos that are really well edited. And he does some role plays too, where it's like you don't know what role play it is, so it's just a mishmash of weird scenarios. Really great. And I watch big channels that everyone watches, probably like Karuna Satori and Peace and Serenity. Some channels I like that don't really post anymore are Audra, Cute Bunny. I really liked Moonglove. I watched Moo-chan. The UK ASMR, Whisper Sweetie. KSMR still posts, but she's irregular. Yeah, that's about it. And if you're looking for channels that are doing something really... Sorry, my foot keeps hitting the table. Channels that are doing something really unique, I would say Marno ASMR, Elise ASMR too. She has sort of an Angelica vibe. She's very... a lot of her videos are pretty educational or historical or something like that. But she does these really amazing real life backgrounds, like with real objects that are super detailed. And I also just started watching Taylor ASMR, who is a total weirdo in the best way. She has this very strange affect in her role plays, and also is constantly making sort of meta comments about her previous role play, even if it has nothing to do with the current scenario, stuff like that. So she's really interesting, and I don't know enough about her yet, but I think I'm really gonna like her. I've liked what I've seen so far a lot. So okay, White Rungard says or asks, what's your relation with Argentina? I used to live there. And Natasha asks, where are you from? The States, not Argentina. Mia Red Tingles asks, it might be a totally random question, but I think it's interesting. Do you have a best friend? And if so, how did you meet and what made you become best friends in the first place? And also, do you have pets? Pets, I don't have my own, but where I've been living, like the past 3 places I've lived, there's been a dog there owned by the other people, and it makes me really happy because I end up bonding with the dog, and like, yeah, I love dogs, and when I'm more settled I'll have my own. It's just not the right time yet. So yeah. And about the best friend, I don't have a single best friend, but I have maybe like 5 people who are my best friends. Like, the friends I do have, I keep really close to me. And I can tell you, one of them I met on a weekend trip with mutual friends. At the time, we didn't know each other. And it's kind of funny because it was this weekend trip in this remote place with this big group of people. And so naturally we talked a bit, but just about superficial things because that's kind of how the group was vibing, I guess. And at the end, we had a really good conversation where he talked about his art and I talked about my interests and things like that. And we were like, oh, like we should hang out. And so we hung out when we got back to the city. And it was funny because later we were talking about it. We were saying like earlier that weekend, the weekend trip, like we both thought about the other, like, oh, they're nice. They seem like a good person, pretty cool, but like pretty basic, essentially. You know, just someone who's nice, but maybe you don't have a lot in common with. And it wasn't until the very, very end of that trip, like maybe an hour before we were leaving, that we realized that we had a lot in common. So it's kind of funny. And I'm glad it happened that way. Okay, Kennedy asks, why do you start making videos? Who do you take inspiration from? Any other types of videos you'd like to do? I started making videos because I watched them, and not necessarily to sleep, though I've started that a bit now. I would watch them to nap, because without them I can't nap, and I would watch them to like keep me company while I was doing this job I was really just having a hard time with and didn't like. And then for fun too, just for ASMR. And I started making my own because I thought I could, because some people had told me, like my friends, that they liked my voice before and things like that. And also because there are a few people who are really close to me who, you know, I don't know if suffer is the word I want to use, but suffer from various things like insomnia and anxiety or PTSD, things like that. And they don't necessarily watch my videos, but I know people who deal with similar things do, and do seek out videos like this for that reason. And so it just makes me feel like I'm doing something for people. And yeah, so that's why I started. And now I know all of you guys, and yeah, you've been so kind and sweet to me, and some of you are you're all very interesting, but I actually know details about some of you, things like that. So and who I take inspiration from? No one really. I just do stuff with things I have around the house, or like make videos off memories I have, like that rubber band star, or like I'll do like a crisscross applesauce video or something. And just videos that I would want to watch, basically. And other kinds of videos you would like to do. If I want to do it, I do it. So, not that I've thought of yet. Solotaya and Pam ask, what's your favorite kind of music? Any recommendations? For that, I would say go to my like record collection album, because I talk about some there. I really like Fleetwood Mac. I like Fleet Foxes. I newly really like Toro y Moi, or Toro y Moi. Big Thief. I'm just seeing random ones now, though. Yeah. And if you could see yourself as any animal, which one would you be and why? I need to ask my friends this. We've talked about this before, like what animal everyone would be or something. And I think they said I would be... they said I would be a raven. So, yeah, I guess I'll say that. Ravens are very smart. Not only can they use tools, but they can create and use tools and solve puzzles. So, and I wear a lot of black. Okay, Chrisanne, I think you say it. If not, I apologize. What do you think that being happy means for you? It's a big question. Something I go back to a lot is someone to love, something to do, something to look forward to. I think for me too, it's really important that I have my own space. I also like to be in control of my own schedule, because I'm good at managing time and like to do things when I feel driven to do that specific task, if that makes sense. Also, being able to connect with nature is really important to me. Even if it's just weekend trips or something. And yeah, just consuming good art and being around people that I enjoy. Spilo says, what's your ultimate go-to movie, music, book, place? So like go-to, it makes me think of like comfort, so I'm gonna interpret it that way. In which case I would say like comfort movie, Princess Bride, music, like I was saying Fleetwood Mac, food, I love sandwiches, honestly a really good sandwich, but like a tricked out sandwich. And place, I like the forest. Danny asks, do you look into the Enneagram? If so, what number and wing are you? I have looked into this, but I forget. I think I'm a 4. Yeah, I'm a 4, but I forget the wing. I'll have to look into it. I've been thinking about making a chart for it maybe, but it's not something that I know super well, so I really need to read a lot more before I do that. Clara and Melody, or Clara, ask what zodiac sign are you? So I am Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon, Aquarius Rising, and then Sagittarius Venus in midheaven. Svodi asks, what do you think about the extended zodiac? So when that video blew up, my zodiac video, which is just typical astrology stuff, I didn't know an extended zodiac existed until a bunch of people started commenting about it from Hive Swap, and I don't know what that is either. But I looked into it and I did my test and stuff. So it's basically the same astrological signs but further subdivided, which I think is cool if it resonates with you. I'm not married to the idea of astrology, so like normal astrology is enough for me. I just think it's fun and kind of interesting, and can start if it's approached in a certain way. I think it can be good for reflection and can start interesting conversations. So the Hive Swap zodiac seems cool too. It's much more extensive. Yeah, if it works for you, I think that's great. It's a bit too much for me, but I think it's cool. And yeah, I guess the idea for creating it arose from the fact that the current zodiac or the traditional zodiac it's not all encompassing, like it doesn't resonate with a lot of people, and that's totally fine and makes a lot of sense, so I get that. And Rabbit, hi, says, how did you find ASMR and why did you start making videos? So I already answered why. How I found it was looking stuff up. I think like I stumbled upon a video or two. Yeah, because I like finding weird stuff online, so I think that's how, but I didn't really dive deep into it. I was like, oh, cool. And then I dove deeper after it was mentioned on that This American Life podcast episode. So, and also, hi, Rabbit. And Maddie Amelie it's natural for me to adopt new projects and try things. And yeah, I guess some of the more casual channels with lower production value, I really enjoy, and I knew if I made videos it'd be more along that line, like not with a lot of makeup, not with green screens and all of that, which is super cool, just not my jam. So like people like Lily Whispers or Rainbow ASMR, even Karuna, maybe a little more back in the day. Now she has a lot of props and stuff. Yeah, just made me realize I could do it. Tyler, hi Tyler. I just like grabbed the air, but hello. What is your goal for your channel? Full-time, just a hobby, part-time? Good question. I think the more, to speak really frankly, the more money I make from it, the more time I can dedicate to it, which is amazing. And just, that makes me really excited to think about that, like all the doors that can open. That said, I don't think I would ever do it full-time because I like not depending on it for income. And I think when you start to depend on something for income, especially something that is creative or slightly creative, it changes the nature of the relationship you have to it. So I think never full-time. Some people can manage that well, but I just think I appreciate coming to every video with low expectations, super casually, just wanting to connect and not worrying about how well it will go over. And just, it enables me to feel more open and sometimes more playful and things like that. So, what's your dream city, state, country to live in? I don't know, and that is what I am trying to figure out right now. So, I wish I knew, and I would tell you if I did. Answered that one. Besides YouTube and Patreon, do you have any other social media platforms for your channel? If not, why? No, I don't. And that's because I want to keep it centralized, just so that I don't end up spending more time managing the social media, instead of the actual videos and like what the main purpose is, if that makes sense. Okay, and then he also asked, because he was asking on the poem video, because it's a poem video, what's your favorite poem or poet? Great question. I don't read enough poetry, sadly, so I would say I do really like John Ashbery. I like Ben Lerner's commentary on John Ashbery. I like all those poems I read to you in that video a lot. And more than knowing poets and their, breadth of work, I know single poems or clusters of poems from different poets. So I don't really have a good answer. What's your favorite video you've made? The fabric over your eyes, face measuring one. Most fun video you've made? Probably the ones where I'm feeling goofy, so like the No Plan Ramble was really fun. The Nonsense Doctor was really fun. Most stressful video you've made? I think the blooper video, which wasn't really stressful, but I didn't expect it to be so much work. I also, I really like to clear my hard drive of the source files when I no longer need them. making the blooper video, it was a work in progress for so long, collecting bloopers, that I had to keep those source files on my computer way longer than I would have liked. And so, yeah, it was just more work to stitch it together than I expected. It was totally doable. It was outside of my normal flow. So it's probably good for me. And what does your normal voice sound like? It's hard to change so fast. Like this. Yeah. Like this. It's funny. You would think that you would recognize soft-spoken doesn't seem so different from a normal voice per se. I would assume I would recognize someone I've listened to a lot, soft-spoken, maybe not whisper, but soft-spoken in their normal voice. But then you hear people, like the first time I heard Karuna speak in her normal voice, or Gwen Gliz, I was like, who are these people? And it's like your friend, you no longer recognize them. It's very weird. So yeah, I can understand why you asked. I'm always curious too. Okay. Sweet Surrender 27 asks, how many languages do you speak? I speak English and Spanish and Mandarin, and I can read French and Italian. I can speak maybe a little bit, but not super fluently. So, what did you study at university? Linguistics. Do you have any siblings? If so, how many? Yes, I have one. You can guess whether I'm older or younger. Which videos do you prefer to make? Role plays, show and tells, or rambling? I like all of them. Yeah, they're all different moods, so I like all of them. Felipe asks, what's your favorite form of literature? Novels, poems, short stories? Definitely novels. Good question. What's your favorite work of literature? Oh man, I don't know, but I was just thinking the other day I'm going to go back and read the Neapolitan novels, so maybe that. Who are your favorite writers? So many. But yeah, I would say Elena Ferrante is great. I've been really into Samantha Schweblin from Argentina, and Ben Lerner is excellent. Barbara Commons. Javier Marias. Yeah. And Jason asks, have you ever seen a ghost or UFO? No, I haven't. I believe people believe they see ghosts, but I think a lot of them are hallucinations. Like, I guess black mold in houses can cause hallucinations, and maybe that's why people see ghosts in old houses. Just food for thought. Best dishes you cook from scratch. I can cook, but I would say if you really want to be wowed by something I made, then I will make a sandwich, because I'm queen of sandwiches. Like really good sauces and pickles and stuff. It's my favorite thing. Okay, Jesus and April asked, have you traveled? If yes, where? I have. All over. I've been really fortunate, and I travel a good amount for work as well. So around the States, been to Mexico, Canada, Argentina, of course, Ecuador, Uruguay, Chile, Brazil, Bolivia, some Europe, and some Asia. Debs. Hi, Debs. My question is, what subjects did you study in uni? Linguistics. And then Afina asks, Do you by any chance have Asian blood? No, I don't. But you're not the first person to ask me that. So, Isaac says, he responded to ask me what men's fragrances I like most, like from like perfume and cologne. I don't know. I'm not I think some of you who watch that video know way more about perfume than I do and cologne, so I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay. Nadia, this is my question. If you could be any celebrity, who would you be? I'm sorry, Nadia, if this is a cop-out. I just wouldn't be a celebrity. I would just choose not to be. Ariana and Evan and Ramond ask, how come you know so much about astrology? I just started looking into it, to be honest, probably only like a year or two ago, so recently. Sentient meat. Hey. How are you so knowledgeable on so many topics? I like looking into stuff, I guess. I read. When I have interests, I follow them. I like to gather information from lots of different sources and, I don't know, just like dive in a bit. Matthew, what's my favorite movie? I think Mulholland Drive. Cassia asks, are you gonna watch Endgame? Are you interested in Marvel movies? I'm sorry, I'm not. I wish I were. I'm not. I don't even know what Endgame is, but I heard something about it on the radio today. Like, they were saying, like, the title was just announced, and that proves that Taylor Swift's new song foreshadowed the title, or I don't know what anyone's talking about. Let me know how it is. Eduardo asks, what does your family significant other think about ASMR? They think it's great. They don't really understand it though, so like my mom will have like an idea for a video that's very silly and like clearly not it doesn't have anything to do with ASMR or even relaxation, so I'll have to start writing down her ideas because it would make an interesting list, but I don't remember any right now. But yeah, they're all supportive. They're used to me doing things that are a little weird or like rooted in subcultures or like, I don't know. It's not very surprising to them. Ray, are you ever going to do a face reveal? No, I already answered that. But he's nice in saying that it's not necessary. You're right, it's not necessary. What are your favorite triggers to hear, and what are your favorite triggers to do? Favorite triggers to hear is always changing. I like to hear. I like shaving cream. Rainbow ASMR just did a video too where she put plastic over her microphone and then a face mask on that, and that was pretty great. To do, I don't know, I don't mind talking, and I've been having fun experimenting a little bit with visual triggers, like with lights and prisms and stuff like that. Oh, you know what, I also really like typing and writing on clipboards and stuff. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to Spanish. Ya hablamos en castellano. Ok, Fran. Hola, Fran. Pregunta. Si quisieras mostrar tu cara, ¿pondrías una meta de suscriptores? ¿Cuál sería? No quiero mostrar mi cara, así que que no hay una meta de ese tipo. ¿Volviste a estar en Argentina durante este tiempo o todavía no viniste desde la vez que te fuiste? No, no tenía la oportunidad para volver, todavía no. Y lo extraño mucho, la verdad. Claro, creo que un día sí voy a volver, pero por ahora no tiene tanto sentido porque todos mis amigos se fueron básicamente, salvo 1, 2, 3, 4. Bueno, hay bastante, pero no la mayoría, y mis mejores amigos se fueron. Y bueno, no tengo laburo ahí tampoco ahora, así que por ahora estoy acá. ¿Queréis cumplir alguna otra gran meta en tu vida? ¿Cuál? Sí, quiero. Es un secreto. A ver, ¿qué más? Bueno, una meta más simple y menos complicado, y no es un secreto, es que un día cuando estoy más tipo en un lugar y no yendo, bueno, voy a comprar una perita, como mi propia pera. Sí, pero por ahora no tiene sentido porque tengo que viajar un montón para mi trabajo. Creo que este tipo de películas no es lo tuyo. Adivinaste correctamente. Pero fuiste a ver The Avengers Endgame. Es una peli muy nombrada. En caso de que sí, ¿qué te pareció? Bueno, perdón, Fran. Casia me preguntó eso también en inglés. No fui y ni sé de qué la gente está hablando. Perdón. Bueno, en my defense también es que últimamente estoy laborando un montón y capaz por eso también no sé qué está pasando en el mundo con la gente normal. Pero decime vos qué te parece. Tomás, creo recordar que en un video dijiste que hacías cosas de diseño gráfico, o estoy medio loco. No, sí, dije eso. Es que a veces hago ese tipo de trabajo, hago muchos tipos de trabajo freelance, así que siempre hay un montón de tareas y no es que todo mi laburo está en esa rama, así se dice. Pero la pregunta es que hay algunos diseñadores que te parezcan interesantes por su trabajo. No sé mucho de diseño. Tengo una amiga que hace tipografía re bien y vi un par de documentales también sobre diseño de fuentes, tipo de tipografía y diseño de producto, que en realidad me parece más interesante que diseño gráfico, capaz. Pero estudio arte un poco y por eso me parece interesante el diseño gráfico en términos de color y tamaño, y pienso mucho en cómo está la composición de una cosa y eso me interesa, pero no es que conozco los nombres de los diseñadores grandes, ¿viste? O grandes diseñadores. Si vos sabes algo de eso, contámelo, porque es que todavía no busqué más información sobre ese tema, pero me interesa. Después mi ruso pregunta, ¿sos de Argentina o son tus papás de acá? Y si no, ¿dónde aprendiste el acento? Bueno, no, somos todos de los Estados Unidos, o sea, mi familia. Y lo aprendí en Argentina. Sí, estaba viviendo ahí por bastante tiempo, así que por eso. Y aquí no sabía nada de castellano antes de vivir allá, por eso también. Así que, porque hay gente acá que, que empieza a estudiar castellano en el colegio, pero aprenden con un acento más de México, de España, y yo no sabía nada, así que sí, todo lo que sé es de Argentina. Y después, ¿qué restaurante? Hola. ¿Tenés pensado volver a Argentina? El tipo de cambio ahora te reconviene. Sí, cierto, lo supongo. No pensé en eso pues solo porque sé que por ahora no es algo, no es posible. Pero un día capaz sí, me reencantaría, como ya dije, lo extraño mucho. Sí, estaba re feliz ahí. Así que capaz. Pero por ahora no tengo planes para volver. Bueno, así es. Ok. Ya vamos a terminar. Supongo que lo termino en castellano. Porque capaz la gente que no habla castellano no están acá. Bueno, muchas gracias por estar y por el apoyo y por la pregunta también, gracias. Y tu interés por general, porque sin eso no era